Okay, I'm using the Mermaid Tarot today by Lisa Robertson. If you like it, it comes in a really nice box with a book, and it's really cool. But I'm using it because we're having the full moon come through today at 3:07 p.m. Pacific time. And of course, this is your reading for Friday, January 6th, 2023. When the moon is exactly full, it's going to be at 16 degrees Cancer, which is why I wanted to use the Mermaid Tarot, because to honor the water sign. There's a lot of feeling in these cards in the artwork. So when we have a full moon, it's good to surrender to our emotional bodies, to our feelings, let the feelings flow. And with this full moon in Cancer, it could be sometimes to, get out of your own way, get out of your fears, just let whatever feelings want to come through, just fly through. Oh, this is interesting. The Two of Pentacles. Wow. Look how playful. This deck is perfect for moon in Cancer. We've got the fish jumping up. There's a rabbit juggling discs. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is definitely to just go with the flow of life, because you're going to maybe be balancing something out. There are the ups and downs that come with the Two of Pentacles, which causes the need for us to just adapt, just allow ourselves to adjust here and there. It's no big deal. Just let things flow. Now, with the full moon, we also have it trining Neptune up here, so it's it could be a really creative day. It could be one of those days, especially in the evening, where you don't want to do anything besides maybe listen to music or watch a movie, and that sounds like fun to me. Oh, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is so interesting. All this watery astrological flow, or cosmic flow, and we're getting pentacles to support it. I love that. The water has to have its boundaries to be able to contain and flow it, but it needs to flow. We don't want it stagnant, right? Contain and flow it. Contain and let it flow. I guess if you push it through a hose, it would flow it fast, but whatever. So when there's a full moon, and especially when it's in Cancer, something comes up. Any full moon will illuminate something in our lives. When it's in Cancer, it's going to be something to do with our emotions, our real needs. Oh yeah, and then we have the Hermit. Definitely, I feel like this is going to be one of those days where you're going to be more inwardly oriented. Especially, you do the work you have to do, and you're doing whatever you can to stay balanced. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I don't know if you can see. Hold on, maybe if I turn the light off from overhead. Nah, that didn't help at all. It's just one of those things. Okay. Maybe I need to spray these cards to get rid of the glare. But yeah, so anyway, I hope that you can see the main message with this card is that, get the darn glare, there we go, that there's a woman giving support to younger people, and there's this big elk in the background that to me represents strength. It looks to me like it's a kind of a mom and dad energy between the elk. And there's a fairy. There's actually two fairies back there. That might be a little hawk. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah. Then there's a fox or a dog or a wolf of some type. And there's a lot to do with animals. There's a lot to do with all the things. And even the little frog down there. What the heck's he carrying? He's carrying something. Everybody's working, is what I'm saying. trying to say. Everyone in this card is working. So maybe the message for today is about going with the flow. You don't have to do it alone. It looks to me like there's a lot of support. Now, normally the Eight of Pentacles is just one guy working on his own. That's not the case in this deck, and I have to go with the deck I chose for the day. So with the Hermit, of course this is alone time. Of course this is self-reflection. It has to do with finding your inner light. It's a wonderful card for, just soul searching, trusting your guts, and it's ruled by Virgo. But when you're doing that deeper work, it definitely involves Cancer and the Moon, and all of that. Because your enlightenment doesn't come from your head; it comes from everything inside of you. It comes from all of your feelings. We don't break through without coming from the heart, right? We don't heal without tapping into our pain and going through it little by little. And maybe that's the message, is that's the work. It could be that the work here is to just let the feelings come and go. And keep going inside and keep going for knowing that your inner light will come through the more you do all that work to excavate whatever is, your inner light is something you're always excavating, clearing. You're clearing the way and excavating for your inner light to shine through brightly. Like imagine if, so let's just use some symbology here. So the lantern, pretend that's your core energy that's inside of every, here, maybe if I turn off the fan, it'll help a little bit. Yeah, at least that takes that glare off, or that in the background. With the lantern there, if you're looking outside yourself all the time for your reflection, I suppose you could say, or for the light out in the world, you're going to be constantly working and doing way more than you need to. What you need to do is just close your eyes, go inside, know that all this light is already inside of you. And in fact, like I always say, it's in the nucleus of every cell in your body. And from there, going inwardly, the work is that you're excavating this light to come through. But imagine that the glass on the lantern was all dirty or frosted over, or just a lot of opaque, or maybe there was scratches and scars, and maybe even one pane was broken. That's what we go through as humans. We go through those phases where we feel like we're broken, we feel like we're missing something, we feel like we can't find our own inner light, and the outer world just keeps beating us up because we need to do that deeper work of meeting our pain. And when we do that, when we meet the pain, and as long as we're not, hurting ourselves or hurting anyone else or blaming everyone, well, actually, you blame everyone else when you give your power to them by putting, everything outside of you. But when you turn it all around and bring it back inside, then you clear out those panes of glass, or you clear out you clear up the opaqueness and the fuzziness, and you have clarity that comes through. But it's coming from the inside out, because of course, everything's an inside job. So I feel like the main message is that's our inner work, and I think that this full moon is going to help teach us that. It's going to teach us what our work really is. And with the Two of Pentacles, again, remember that life will always bring its ups and downs, but if you get your priorities straight, which is one of the main messages of the Two of Pentacles on the most mundane level, is just to remember, why you're here. Why are we here? We're not here to be a billionaire or maybe even a multimillionaire, unless that's your thing, and it's because you use the money in a good way. We're not here just to have all the toys and be the one who wins, and all of that garbage is, it's a big false belief. So why put that pressure on yourself of overworking? So if this card, or if the Eight of Pentacles were reversed, it would have to do with overworking. But it could even be, putting out work that isn't good just because you don't have any passion for it. And if the Two of Pentacles were to come through reversed, because I didn't allow for reversals so that you can see the images, but if this were reversed, that would bring us into struggling and not wanting to commit to anything because we're really out of balance. And I think yesterday we had the Justice card in the middle, which was all about balance. So, yeah. So there's no need to struggle, especially if you can delegate and get some support. And there's no need to stay in a job or in a relationship or in a type of lifestyle where you can't find your passion, where you can't find your love for life. And the only way we can find the answers to those questions is inside, going inside. Now, if the Hermit were to come through reversed, then we would be feeling like we lost our way. We'd be feeling very sad and lonely. And maybe even like somebody is pulling the wool over our eyes and not telling us the truth. And maybe that's why we're feeling lonely. Because when people aren't honest with you, it does hurt. So, yeah. So I'm not sure how it's going to be for you, but feel free to drop in the comments whatever's going on, and if you need some prayers or just to say, hey, feel free. Okay. Take care, you guys. Bye.